Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvalogrim here, and today we are going to talk about a subject that is a long time coming. I want to talk about this for a very long time, but I haven't so far because of reasons that I'll state later in the video. And this video is going to be about people who are hacking, to be more specific, people who are using God mode. For those of you unfamiliar with this, though, I really don't want you to search into this, because you either might get your account banned or you either might get your phone corrupted. But God mode is something that modifies the file of ingest to mobile and gives you a little bit of a modifier that can, as far as I'm aware, increase your health infinitely or make you not take damage by making the opponent not do anything towards you and just stand there, and at the same time it will heavily multiply your damage. In that way, people using characters that are like 30,000 threats can beat bosses that are in tier 8, and that way accounts that are below 1 million each can finish tier 8 in one day or in a few hours to that matter. So yeah, that's basically the hack. Now, there's also another thing in the game that is, let's say, gem glitch. I think gem glitch is still around but it's much harder to do. I don't know how to do it, and I don't advise you try and do that, but I think that's still around, and I don't really have a problem with gem glitching. Because if this game was the perfect game, maybe it was fair from every point of view, I would not have a problem with any sort of hack, but with gem glitching I don't have a problem, because at the end of the day, even if you gem glitch, if you are going to do this as a new player, then you are going to still not be able to use the characters that you are going to get. So yeah, you're not going to get things through hard work, so you're basically in the same place. I have a big problem with God mode hack, because it ruins Arena and Champions Arena. Why? Because, as I have said, this mode will make your characters not take damage by making the enemy AI not do anything against you, and at the same time it will make you deal lots and lots of damage towards them. And that is going to look, I don't care about that in terms of slow raids and raids. Like, if you're doing that in a league that is not full of hackers, then you are going to be kicked out, and if not, it's your business what you do in your league. I couldn't care less. And in terms of slow raids, yet again, I couldn't care less if you used over there. But the real problem is when it comes to Arena and Champions Arena, because in terms of Arena and Champions Arena, you are competing with other people that don't use this hack, other people that work hard to get at least to Elite 1. And then there's you at the top of the food chain by spamming only one 20,000 threat Batman, beating enormously more powerful teams with it. And by spamming those characters and spamming those teams, those people will have a very easy time climbing to the top of the food chain. And this in some arenas you might not even see them at all, and in other arenas they might be a literal plague to your specific arena. Now that we have established how bad is it, why haven't I talked about it so far? Because I couldn't really point out anything so far. Because so far, you could spot people in Champions Arena with lots of points. You could spot people in Arena with lots of points that had low threat accounts. But you couldn't really put your finger on it, because by thinking those people did those things, by accusing them of that, you might accuse a player that actually spent all his gems in order to see how far he can reach in the arena in that season as an experiment, let's say. Or somebody that saved up all the capsules for Champions Arena. Of course, it was not the most likely thing they did that. Most likely they used God mode. But you still couldn't blame those people. You couldn't land false accusations on them, even if it was just the slightest chance they were innocent. But now, we got the solo raids introduced. And with the new solo raid events, we got some new solo raid icons. And NetherRealms is so bad at combating the God mode bug that those people are literally flexing, like they don't give a shit. You're going to see in your arena people that have 1 million threat and have the icon of finishing difficulty 5 of soul raids, finishing tier 5 of its soul raids, and they're flexing, they're putting that icon out there, they're not even keeping it for themselves, they're like, look, we did it, like, look, I'm using God mode, and NetherRealms can't do shit about it. And that's why I'm pissed, and that's why I'm able to do this video now, because right now we can literally point fingers at people. And on top of that, to make matters even worse, NetherRealms has tried before to neutralize this hack, by putting in the unusual gameplay thing. So the unusual gameplay thing is literally the same thing that you were going to encounter in Solo Raid sometimes. I got that like 12 times before they patched it, and that is usually made in order to counter the God mode. And as far as I'm aware, as far as one of my subscribers has said, he has talked with one of the hackers, or at least that's what he claims to have done. The unusual gameplay bug does not work anyway every single time they play with God mode, and if you're equipping the All Blades on a character, any character in your team, you will not get the unusual gameplay bug, because the All Blades will make you take damage. The fact that you take damage, it will trick the system into thinking that you are not using God mode, because people that use God mode will not take damage. So yeah, the unusual gameplay that was meant to stop God mode ended up being more of a blunder to the free-to-play players, and that's also something real not good. So, before we get into the photos that I want to show you, because we got some things to go over right now. I got a selection of people that are really flexing with the fact that they are hacking. But before we get into that, let's establish some boundaries. Like on the other hand, I have tried my best to pick the most extreme examples. So I'm 100% sure that I'm not blaming anybody who had no fault. So I picked the most extreme examples. But I think it's fair to say things that are above tier 5 in Heroic Solo Raids are going to be 100% God mode hack. Because most of the Ninjas 2 mobile YouTubers were able to finish tier Heroic 3. And okay, YouTubers are most likely not the best Ninjas 2 mobile players in the entire game. There might be some godlike players out there that simply don't want to do YouTube. There might be people that in day one, since the new Apocalypse artifacts were released, they just bought enough artifact chests, enough gems or enough offers to get all the new artifacts, and they had everything at level 10. And for those people, I'm going to try and believe that you're able to finish Heroic 4. But in my opinion, for this Solo Raid, the Heroic 4 is where we draw the line. If there's an icon of Heroic 5, then there's most likely God mode. But still, I wouldn't really say 100% because I'm not aware of many things. But the examples that I'm going to show you right now are going to be just amazingly absurd. So yeah, let's get into the examples. So yeah, did you think that I was actually going to blur the names of those people? No, I'm not going to blur these names of those people, because those people really deserve by what they have done and what the problems that they are causing to the game in terms of Arena and Champions Arena. They deserve to have their name out there, so I don't really care about blurring the name over here. So yeah, starting with Mr. Gabo. Mr. Gabo, please teach me, master, how were you able to get all the way to difficulty Heroic 4 in Solo Raids with that roster? With only a team 2 million roster, this dude must be godlike. Next up, Mr. Dol Guldur. You only got to tier you got to tier 4. Like, look, dude, you're falling short. Like, you have a 5 million threat account, and this dude only got to tier 5. You already got to tier 5, so you are down performing, mate. You need to step up your game in terms of this one. Next up, we got this Chinese. No, I'm not sure what the writing is, but yeah, he's got 2 million threat and he was able to finish Heroic 3. And I honestly don't think that's possible. I'm gonna say it. I don't think that's possible. I'm not hating on anybody. Many people are playing Solo Raids far, far better than me, and they have far more resources. But I'm gonna say it, say it out there. 2 million threat, can't finish Heroic 3. I'm sorry. Next up, we got the 2 million threat. Look, this guy is Heroic 4? Yeah, he's Heroic 4. Damn. Like, yeah, Heroic 4. Dude, you're really falling behind, my mate. So this guy, Heroic 4, looks like he has a dark side. Most likely he soloed the entire stuff with dark side. That must be it. We're doing it wrong, boys. We should start using dark side as damage dealer in Solo Raids. This man sure is up to something. And I think that Primal Swamping over there sure has something to do with it. But all the serious things aside, imagine how fun it would be to use God mode to one-shot stuff with Swamping. That would be the only thing that would be worth installing that crap. But no, don't go looking for it. Don't try to install it. It's bad for you. Next up, Mr. Scorpion. Oh my god, 2 million threat and Heroic 4. That's amazing over there. We have over here a top player, a top-notch player. Better than all the YouTubers. Better than people like Omega and Tobias Fate. Omega and Tobias Fate, if you are looking at this, how much threat does your roster have? Look at this guy with the 2 million roster putting you to shame. This is ridiculous. This guy finishing tier 5 with 1.2 million threat. Keep up the good work, man. You're almost at 1.2 million. And he's also the leader of a league. That's interesting. We have over here Mr. GG finishing all the way to tier 7 with 1.6 million threat roster. This is amazing. Like, with that low threat of a roster, I believe half or more than half of it is because the soul raid rewards. Like, this is literally insane, bruh. Next up, we have I'm dangerous. Yes, you are dangerous to the community, to the arena, and to the champions arena. Mr. 1.8 million total threat and tier 5. Over here we got another one, tier 4 and 2 million threat. And yet again, there are more examples, but I have tried to pick the most extreme and impossible examples because I don't want to falsely accuse anybody. Okay, we have another one over here. War winner. More like war loser without your hacks. Another Chinese name. Thanks, Chinese. Daniela Fox. Oh, come on, Daniela. You could do better. You could do this without a hack, with some hard work. Why you have to do it like this? We have over here Cyborg. Yeah, that's legit. That's lore accurate. Cyborg over here hacked into the system and modified some stuff, and now he has control over it. Over here we have a little bit of a sneak peek into something that many people claim to be a league that is full of hackers. Like, dude, I think it's safe to say that that's tier 7. Tier 7 heroic, I don't think that's possible. Okay, let's say it might have been possible for the dude with level 26 million account. Maybe he's a god at this game, but with 60 million account, no, that's tier 7, excuse me. Tier 7, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to believe that. It's accurate. And next one, tier 5, almost 2 million threat account. And yeah, this is going to be everything. I think you got the point. I think you got the idea of it. So yeah, while I do not have any problem with what those people are doing in raids and soul raids, because it does not affect me one bit, I do have a problem with the fact that they are playing arena and they are playing a champions arena and they are using god mode to climb to the top of the food chain in those two modes, and they are hurting the other players, the legit players. So yeah, this was everything for this one. Don't go looking for anything related to this topic because you might get your account banned. Hopefully those people get their accounts banned, or at least not I wouldn't really say banned because that's kind of harsh. Maybe suspended for a month or so they get behind enough in arena so their progress is going to be irrelevant. I don't know, it's up to NetherRealms what they do with the situation, but I really hope they fix it because of the fact that this is literally ruining the community and the game for very, very many people. So yeah, this is all I had to say for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this gets resolved, and I'll see you in the next one.